Okay, which leads to the second question, which kind of, okay, um, probably because I know a lot about them, because we're always getting a call. The Souls Harbor guys, uh, I know a lot about their sicknesses and when they need to go to the doctor, etc. But I don't know. They're not in a life group right now, are they? No. So what happens to them on Sunday? And this is the second question. So I thought we were also doing this because we're going to bring visitors in. That's where I see it gets confusing for them, because are we going to meet them at the door, invite them, and say, okay, you're going with so-and-so? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? How do we iron that out? And hopefully you don't lose them in the transition. I do
Well, as
see.
we are right now, we're not getting them either way.
I know
We're not
that.
connected with them. So I think a lot of times whenever I greet, if you see these people that come sit with me on my pew, I've never met them before.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm a greeter in the foyer, I ask them, usually I'll try to ask something like, do you know, are you here with someone? Do you have family here? Something like that. And if they don't, like, well, you need somebody to sit with? Would you prefer to be by yourself, or do you want, and I'll invite them to sit with me. So I think this is where we're going to have to step up and see. And if you meet them and they're from Forney, then you know our life group happens out in Forney. If they're right here close to the church, then we probably want to connect them with one of the ones that are close to the church. And any one of us should be able to connect with them, start that conversation, and say, after this is over, we have a community time where we have a meal together, and where are you at? I'm going to put you in contact with whoever's closest, and take them if they're interested. Some of them might not be interested, but if they are, take them over to Sister Misty and say, this is Misty Strahan, they meet at her house. She can give you the details on what time their group is going to meet today, and then just start that conversation. And they might not come today, but they might come back next week, and then, you know, we do this every week. So if you have something going on tonight, you could plan for next week and come and eat a meal with us, or, you know.
Can I tag on to that, my question? So, you're going to need this back. So, at 10 o'clock, our normal guests that come, every once in a while, they'll show up at 10 o'clock. Until everyone gets used to the schedule, guests included, what are we going to, I don't want to say do with them, but it'll be choir practice, or I don't guess we're going to practice in here, pray in here, the ministry team. What I'm saying is when guests show up at 10 o'clock, because that's what they're used to, what do we do with them?
Well, first of all, I don't know of any guests that are used to being here at 10 o'clock. So, yes, sometimes we have visitors at 10.
And
Okay, and if we
usually
do,
go and apologize that we're not starting at 10 o'clock. Because
Yeah.
I've had people last week said, don't your service start at 10 o'clock? So apparently they were given a card, and that's how they
no.
knew.
And we'll put it on Facebook, and we'll do what we can to shift that. But I will say it's the rare occasion. And most people, when they find out that there's a change, they're like, oh, okay. And they'll either stay and watch choir practice, or well, I'll run and grab some at McDonald's or whatever, and we'll be back. You know. Yes. So it'll be a little bit of a transition period, but I don't think. I mean, I hope we have to do this every Sunday.
Weird and awkward, like we don't know what to, sorry, you know, I don't want to
Yeah.
look like we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know a lot of time with choir practice, we still have people who come with their spouse that don't sing in the choir. I think it'd be a great opportunity. There's like young people that you could go and talk to them and start the process of greeting them and saying, hey, you know, we've changed our schedule. I think just what's the saying about poor planning. If we have a plan and we know that maybe it requires somebody stepping down from the choir to